Hal! I'm the Gandhi Can, and welcome to day 7 of the 300 Days of Disney. We've made it to day 7, guys. That's good going so far. I thought I would talk today about my 3 favourite Disney films of all time. Judge me all you want, guys, but I love these films. And don't get me wrong, I love plenty of Disney films. I adore them all. But these are without a doubt my favourite. First one, guys, Oliver and Company. This movie came out in 1988, 3 years before I was born, and is probably one of the best and most underrated Disney films of all time. Oliver and Company was a playful contemporary twist on the classic Dickens tale of Oliver Twist. Following along the lines of other Disney classics based off literature such as 101 Dalmatians and Lady and the Tramp. This movie has an all-star lineup as well, with Billy Joel playing Dodger, our favourite streetwise slick city dog, and others like Huey Lewis, the creator of the theme song from one of my favourite non-Disney films of all time, Back to the Future, and everyone's favourite stoner, Cheech. With such class acts in this film, it's no surprise that this film carries on that Disney legacy with absolutely mind-blowing songs, such as the amazingly funky song, Why Should I Worry? That you can't help but sing along to.
Said, ooh, 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 I'm street smart. I got New York City heart. Why should I worry? Why should I care? I may not have a dime, but I got streets out my pale.
The animation is nothing to be laughed at as well. I still to this day believe Oliver is the cutest Disney character ever created, and I'm not a cat guy, with an opening sequence that brings me to tears every time. Like, come on guys, who wouldn't have took one look at Oliver in that box and picked him up straight away? This film ends up being a roller coaster of emotions, with our excitement levels when Oliver gets in with his new crew of rough but lovable street dogs, to our worry when Oliver gets stuck in that limo, to that undeniable sense of peace when Oliver finally gets the home he deserves. This film tells a timeless story in such a new and fun way that Oliver and Company will always be in my top 3 favourite films of all time, with Dodger himself being one of my favourite Disney characters ever created. An impressive show from Billy Joel considering this was his first ever venture into acting. I will always consider this to be one of the most underrated Disney films of all time, because it's not held to the same level of excellence as other films such as Lady and the Tramp and 101 Dalmatians, yet it's as good as, if not better than them. Oliver and Company will be a movie I could rewatch on a loop and still not get bored, and rightfully deserves a place in my top 3 Disney films of all time. Lilo and Stitch, the Disney animation released in 2002, gave me my favourite Disney character of all time, Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is the story of a lonely Hawaiian girl who's going through troubles with the government trying to take her away from her sister. Poor Lilo is a child that is seen as the weird kid and doesn't have many friends. She's so kind-hearted and just wants someone to play with. To try and make life a bit easier for them both, Lilo's big sister Nanny takes her to adopt a dog at the local pound, and this is where Lilo meets her new best friend and the best creation ever, Stitch. Stitch, also known as Experiment 626, was an alien experiment created by wannabe evil alien genius, Dr. Jumbo. When the intergalactic government finds out about the creation of Stitch, they demand that he be arrested. Stitch quickly escapes and manages to crash land his way to Hawaii. Stitch starts off as mischievous and self-serving, and is nothing but a torture. Put that together with the eternally forgiving little girl of Lilo, you start to see a beautiful friendship develop between someone who's bad and a girl that is nothing but good. We start to see Stitch become a better version of himself by learning to become good and learning what the meaning of family is. This film was a big sway from Disney's usual style. We had a lot less musical scenes, and they replaced this with Elvis tracks and a new style of soundtrack, and then the other songs introduced, like Hawaiian Roller Coaster, were not sung by the characters giving us more of a chance to focus on the characters' actions. This doesn't stop the songs that are in this being addictive, as always, and getting stuck in your brain. This film, even though it's filled with laughs and adventure, also has an unbelievable way of touching your heart and making us cry, and affecting us so much. The main line that people remember from this film is the Ohana line, which, if you're a regular on my channel, you might just recognise. But this isn't the only line that emotionally gets to us. Another line that I will always remember most is closer towards the end, and really helps to show Stitch's progression through this film. It makes it even more incredible considering it's said in Stitch's iconic voice.
Can Stitch say goodbye?
Yes.
Thank you.
Who are you?
This is my family. I found it all on my own. It's little and broken, but still good. Yeah, still good.
This again is another film that gets a lot less recognition than I believe it deserves. However, Lilo and Stitch are characters a lot of us have always loved and will continue to love for many years to come. Now guys, for my favourite Disney film, and this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion for many of you out there, but the Disney film that I love more than any other one is actually Disney's 50th animated motion picture. That's right guys, it's a long flowing tale about an amazing princess called Rapunzel. It's Tangled. Tangled came out in 2010, so this is one of the newest movies we've discussed on this channel so far. And what makes it more impressive is this movie made a huge splash, even though it was released the same year as Toy Story 3. Thank God Buzz and Woody didn't cast too much of a shadow, but I reckon even if they did, this movie would have been able to shine right through. Disney went back to their roots here. Get it guys? Roots? Hair puns. They went back to a classic fairy tale, and with a princess to boot. We see the story of Rapunzel come to life, a girl that is locked away in a tower that uses her hair to let the man she loves climb to visit her in the tower. Now of course, that wouldn't make a very interesting film, seeing Flynn Rider go back and forth to the tower a bunch of times. So in this telling, we see Rapunzel escape from the tower alongside our lovable thief, Flynn Rider, on a journey to see the floating lanterns for her birthday. Flynn Rider is voiced by one of my favourite actors of all time, Zachary Levi, the amazing actor from Chuck. He also doesn't shy away from appearing in a Disney-owned film, as he actually plays one of Thor's famous Warriors 3. And boy, does he make this film. Whether it be his amazingly funny remarks, his fights with the glorious horse Maximus, or his changing from being a self-serving jerk focused on improving his life, to a guy willing to do anything to make Rapunzel's life better, even if that means dying for her. Yes guys, this scene makes me cry my heart out every time. Flynn may be an amazing character, but Rapunzel is clearly what makes this film. Rapunzel is fun, naive, and experienced in the world for the first time. This leads to an amazing sequence in the Snuggly Duckling, where we get my favourite song from this film.
Delicious, mean and scary. My scared turtle dairy. Why my Johnathan cleanest? Was a swipe by evil look, and my temper and my hood. I'm always sure to be a conspiracy.
This sequence was loosely based on a biker bar. The reason we get to see the softer side of these ruffians during this song was because of a light-hearted joke at the fact that when directors were researching for this film, they went to a biker bar and found out that a lot of them did poetry on the road about their journeys, and thought it would be a funny way to show the soft side of bikers in this film. I'm so glad they did, or how else would we know how good Attila's cupcakes were?
Ulf is into mine. Attila's cupcakes are sublime.
With all the fun of this film, it also has a lot of very emotional scenes, with the likes of, as I previously mentioned, the death of Flynn Rider, and the beautiful boat scene on the lake where Rapunzel finally sees the floating lanterns. By the way guys, Disney animated a total of 45,000 lanterns in that scene. Any wonder why it's so beautiful? This film has me going back and rewatching it over and over and over again, and even though it only came out in 2010, I think it's probably my most watched Disney film of all time. And even though it's not given as much hype as some of the newer Disney films such as Frozen and Moana, I honestly believe this is the best film Disney has ever made. Well guys, that's my top 3 Disney films of all time. Let me know in the comments section below what your favourite films are. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications. And until next time guys, much love, and we are... I'll let my boy Stitch finish it here.
Oh, Hannah.